had said yes to going on a date with a gentleman. I'm going to refer to him as a gentleman because I refer to men as gentlemen. Because I do believe that everyone has that in them. So this guy, I said yes. And, I had mentioned to him we were going to go on a date. It was a Saturday. And I had said yes to going on a date on a Tuesday. So I mentioned, I'm going to do hot yoga. And he said, okay. He's like, so are you inviting me to do hot yoga with you? And I said, sure. If you want to do hot yoga, I'm completely open to it. And he then asked, this was texting. He asked, are you an Alo person or Lululemon? Meaning my attire for yoga. And I thought, I don't really know him. I haven't gone on a date, so why is he so interested in knowing what type of yoga outfit I wear? So I thought, is he going to buy me something? But at the same time, I'm thinking it's too soon for him to buy me something. We don't know each other that way. I let it go because I kind of knew where he was heading, but I was trying to give him a chance. But he then proceeded to say, so when I said I'm Lulu and Nike, then he said, what did he say? He said, I want to put my mat behind you. And I said, that's not going to happen. I said, no, you're not. He goes, yes. He's like, especially if we walk in together, I'm going to put my mat behind you. And I said, no, you're not. I said, I am always that person that I'm in the back of the room. No one is behind me. And he said, well, do you want me behind you? And I said, no. I said, I'm specifically behind because men like you, that's the reason why I stay in the back of the room where no one's behind me. And then he said, you want me behind you and nobody else? Then I said, you know what? No. I'm not going out with this guy on a date whatsoever. He's already giving me the creepy vibe, and he's so persistent on wanting to be behind me. And he further then says, you want me behind you and not anyone else. More creepy. And I'm like, ew, nasty, disgusting. So I immediately blocked him, and I blocked him from where we had met. And he texted and said, hey, I don't see you anymore. Did you block me? And I said to him, well, yes, I went ahead and I took you off my profile because I don't know you like that, and for you to just make those comments about wanting to be behind me, that just kind of gave me the creepy vibe. And he said, I was trying to be playful, and I said, well, no, that we don't know each other that way to be playful like that. We haven't met. We just started talking, and which is the one day we started talking, and that all this occurred in one day, which is in a matter of hours. And I said to him, you don't know me that way. I don't know you that way. So we're not going to be playful like that. So, he said, okay, I kind of figured that you lost interest. I said, yeah. I said, you completely turned me off when you started focusing on my yoga outfit, and what was for sure a turn off for me, where I said there's no turning back or retracting your statement when you wanted to be behind me. So I told him, you gave me the creepy vibe. You came off as being very creepy, and I just know. And he said, that's the very first time that anyone has called me creepy. And I just thought, well, there's always a first for everything. And furthermore, to me, it's like, okay, dude, you were going to have a date, and now it's like, because of your comments and being like that disgusting vibe, I said no. So men kind of have a little standards or protocols, or what do you want to call it? Whatever you want to call it, try to hold off. There's a time and place for everything. Yes, if we would have started talking and we would have vibed and gone on a few dates, okay, yes, you could be playful like that. I wouldn't have taken it as creepy. You were just trying to be playful and trying to see if you can get me to say okay, which still doesn't happen unless I'm dating you. But just kind of watch what you say, what you do, Tracy really wanted to go on a date, and you know, that could be that one thing that is going to make her say,